I just remembered. I have a joke.
Okay, great.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Control freak.
Control freak.
Okay,
who?
now you say control freak who?
Control freak. Who? That's so good. That's so good.
We're dreaming the world to come, spiraling in time, dreaming alive, dreaming alive, dreaming the world to come, dreaming alive, dreaming alive, can you hear our song?
Hi, Olam Haba family.
Happy Adar.
Happy Adar.
Happy Adar.
Happy Pisces season where you're in the depths and the subconscious and we've been sick and not doing so good, so we're pretty behind on our podcast.
And the Leitza Neat or the Sacred Fool has been fucking with us.
We've gotten effed with.
So we are putting out our full episode for Adar in time for Purim, which is in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
And so in the meantime, we're going to give you this short episode with some excerpts that won't be in the full episode. So enjoy.
Have a good time. Enjoy Adar. So tonight we're recording this on the new moon, and tomorrow begins Rosh Chodesh Adar, the beginning of the month of Adar. And I had some serious Adar Pisces dreams last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, they were wild. And I was like, wow, way to bring in Adar and Pisces season subconscious.
Cool.
I had this dream. Well, I dream a lot about whales, and whenever I do, it's very special and amazing and kind of surreal. So I dreamt about whales and all these humpback whales and swimming underwater with them. And it was really cool because they were repopulating, which is what is actually happening in the world, which is amazing. And then all of a sudden I was like with someone, I was like, oh my God, look at that whale! Look at that whale! Look at that whale! Like yelling. And this whale, half manta ray, was flipping around in a circle on the surface of the water. And then I went underwater and it turned into this hybrid, like manta ray, whale, flying machine under the water, and then went down under the water and then flew up into the sky. I was like, what? This is happening right now.
Oh, that's cool.
It was cool. And I talk in my sleep pretty frequently and make noises and stuff. I was pretty surprised I didn't wake up my partner making noises from that dream.
Oh, look at that whale! That's amazing.
Dreaming the world to come.
I feel so grateful that people are willing to sort of play the fool. You know, the tarot archetype for this month is the fool. And there is something really foolish about saying yes to being in one of my Purim spiels, because there's like, I don't know what's going to happen. And this is not professional art. I mean, I live in New York City, right? It's like, I'm asking people who are like legitimately professional performers sometimes, you know, or professional like painters or poets. I mean, these are people who are like, you know, not all of them, but many of them actually like to pay a lot of attention to, you know, sort of how they show up publicly.
I'm sure it's fun for them to like do stuff that they can let go.
Yeah.
You know, and be, I mean, I also was just getting a flash. I'm just like getting flash to all the Purim spiels now in all the different ways. Like Nomi, you did the one online too, the first year of the pandemic. That you wrote and directed, and it's so cool. This is a cool...
And you were Esther in one that I directed at the temple before the pandemic, and Alana, you and I have directed together. I was just thinking what an amazing director you are.
With the
'cause we did
Dybbuk. That was
Dybbuk
so
together.
amazing to work together.
Yeah, yeah. And I just feel like you have like you have a lot of skill at working with people, and you're also just very allowing of what's going to happen and what people are going to do. And it's, yeah, you're very good at it.
Well, thank you. I think this is the thing is like, it's part of what, to me, like this kind of having to step into foolishness or like step off the cliff and kind of like be like, I might like be embarrassed. Like I might not know what's going on. Like I might be like, ooh, that wasn't my best angle. Or like, it's basically, I mean, to me, it's like entering into this childlike state where you're just like, let's play.
Yeah.
Let's play Make Pretend together. And that's, to me, I'm like, that's when Purim starts, is when you start being like, let's just do a thing. And
that's the thing that I like. My experience the first year that I was in the Purim spiel that you directed, that I was Esther, I discovered a whole new part of myself through playing that role and being a part of that community. I'm like, oh, I'm a performer. Oh, I'm this wild person. I mean, I knew I was a wild person, but a different part of myself. You know, that's what happens in play, is we discover new parts of ourselves. And there's something about the way, the framing of how you set up those opportunities for people that inspired people to let go and get to know different parts of themselves. And I think that my experience as an audience member that first time, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm intrigued. What is this? Who are they? Like, how do I be a part of this?
I'm so glad it worked. The spell worked.
The spell worked. I was going to say, I had known Rebecca for like many years before going to that specific Purim spiel where you were Esther, and I had never seen that side of you. I was like, whoa, Rebecca is like down for just like doing a super weird improvisational like dance performance in front of hundreds of people. I did not know that.
I mean, but that's the thing is like, I feel like it's like, I don't think, to me, like that's the whole point, right? That's the Esther move. It's like, all right, let me tell you who I really am. In the name of liberation, I just have to show you something. You know what I mean? And it's like, so, and this is the thing is like, it always is a play within a play. Yeah. Like it always is. Like we're telling the Purim story, but we're telling the story of our lives, which is the story of like the world story, you know, but also like we are telling our own story as we are reading it, as it is being written in that moment. Like it really is. It's truly ritual theater, but like there's, I think it is so playful, you know, that we get to approach it without having this like heavy intention of working something out, you know, but literally to just, just try something on.
Dreaming the world to come.
Enjoy Adar.
It's not so far. It's right here now.
It's here with the dark moon and the little sliver that is becoming. Have a party.
Have a good time or rest. Whatever's best.
Enjoy the sale.
Have a great time at the sale, guys. Have a great time.
Have such a good time at the sale. I don't know if you know what we're referring to, but it's funny to us. You can buy the planner. It's on sale.
If you listen to all our episodes, you'll totally get this joke.
Yeah, you'll be laughing at our in-joke that we have with you.
Welcome to our inside joke when we all get the joke. I was thinking that about memes. Finally, there's no inside jokes anymore. There's just memes. Everyone can get the joke. My whole life I felt so out of the loop with inside jokes. I always like my particular disabilities and like neurodivergence, like I never knew the inside joke. And now I'm like, I know the inside joke. It's a meme.
Oh my god, I love you. I'm so glad. shared that. The way that you just said that reminds me of when I was on a golf cart with my niece Lyra, and she was 4, and she yelled into the wind, "I've been on a golf cart before!"
That's awesome.
So just imagine that energy just shouting into the world, "I get the inside joke!"
On a golf cart. With
On a
the
golf
wind
cart.
blowing through my
Yes.
hair.
Oh my god, it's epic. It's epic. It should be a meme. We could make that meme. In fact, I think we should.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, that's happening. Look for it soon on our Instagram.
Dream it alive.